Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. What you hear about Tata Steel and Tata Steel Foundation, I think way back many years, more than 100 years back, when the whole foundation of Tata Steel was set up in Jamshedpur, that time Bihar. I think the whole purpose of this company getting set up was to be a part of the community. I will never say work with the community, work alongside, but just be a part of the community. Our founding father, Jamshedji Tata's vision was very clear as Tata Group, that community is what you exist for. And I think it has gone from strength to strength. As I speak to you today in Guwahati, where a short while ago we were just chatting about this whole region and what our young friend mentioned. I think the importance of this region is lesser known, lesser talked, and I'm not too sure how much is being done, but I'm sure of how much should be done. I think this region, we should talk more about how it is so sensitive, eco-sensitive after the North and South Pole. It holds on to the water reservoir, which gives birth to 7 rivers, is connected to the lives and livelihood of half of the population of the world. It houses the flora and fauna, which is unique and which is very high in quantum. But having said that, what is it that we need to do to ensure that it just becomes a strength and it's not that a few generations down the line, someone would say our forefathers knew it, did nothing about it. I can only say that from a Tata Steel Foundation perspective, our eyes have got opened possibly on this whole piece of sustainability and sustainable living about 10-11 years back, where we started something called the Tribal Identity Program. We had a churn in our way of dealing on the community. We used to see everyone as a community, then we started dividing it. We got focused. We had a lot of advisors from outside who have worked in various aspects of the society to advise us. And we run on signature programs. One of the signature programs is the Tribal Identity Program, where we went deeper and deeper. What started as a small initiative with, let's identify tribals, let's identify individuals who are doing some good work and so on and so forth. And as you started scratching the surface going down, you realize how you are actually opening up something which is a reservoir of wealth. Keeping it a little converged, just to say that Samvad, which started more like an event once a year, 11 years back, we just completed the 11th edition on November 15 to 19th. Every year it happens in Jamshedpur. But that's just a culmination. We started working with the tribal leaders, community leaders across geographies in India. As I speak in front of you today, out of the listed, registered, scheduled tribes, I think 706 if 705, we touched today 256, out of which 40 odd are from Northeast. We do regional Samvad. These are the community leads who work day in and day out. And our teams work alongside them to understand the strengths they have, the languages, the arts and dances, folks, etc. The way they have health regimes, how it is, the way they work with nature, they work alongside nature, their cuisines, how it is good for health, what works well for which kind of disease, etc., etc. What does it tell us? It tells us that we have experts within. We have individuals who have the knowledge. We don't need experts from outside to come and tell them what to do. Actually, we should all come and sit in front of them, talk to them, and understand what has worked for them, along with the nature, what has worked for nature for so many centuries, and then try to help them document it, get it registered, and ensure that everyone around takes it forward. We started something called the Tribal Leadership Program. We do it once a year. About 100 scholars from various parts of the country get selected. It's a selection process. For every 100, I think we get applications, which is like 6-7 times. And these are individuals who come together in Panchgani, sit for about 7-10 days, work with each other, learn from each other, and go back to their tribes to take the learning forward. The reason I'm giving you is not that Tata Steel Foundation is doing a great job, etc., etc. That's not my aim and that's not my pitch. I'm just saying that as we started moving more and more into this sustainable piece, we realized that we should not look outside, we should look within. And that's given us a lot of satisfaction. And I'm hoping that individuals who have got connected with us through the Tribal Leadership Program, and before walking in, I also met some of the youngsters outside who have been a part of Tribal Leadership Program, and they were all young boys and girls, very excited, very charged. And I think that's what will make a difference to our society. That's what will continue to keep Himsagar sustainable. I'm sure that all of us, if we can do our bit to bring that traditional knowledge on any of the stuff that I talked about, languages, how can we get them to get the language not extinct? Can we get it documented, help them to get it registered with the government, etc., etc.? Similarly, the cuisines. It's not a one-time you go and have lunch with them and you praise something which you like, they've made with some rich masala. No. Try to understand the story behind it. Why did they use some leaf and not the other? And they will tell you the importance of that leaf, how it is health, pro-health, etc., etc. And I think that's what is the knowledge of this area. I can go on and on, but I know there are others who have to speak, and then we'll have an open session. Thank you once again for having invited me. I think the knowledge lies within this region. The earlier we kind of recognize it and start putting them on the center stage, things would start to roll out. Thank you so much.